What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by the channel. So guys, I think I'm back now, so I'm going to start uploading videos again. I'm here. Today is the 6th of February 2022. So I'm here, me and the girls now, we are preparing now to start the honey flow. So the honey flow will be somewhere around late February going into March. So we got a couple days well to get ourselves prepared. So I have this hive here. It's a split that I made last year, but I can't remember if it's a queen I pulled from a hive and make the split with, which I guess it is. So maybe I pull a mother queen from a next hive to make this split, but she's not performing well right now. I just inspect the hive. They're down to 2 frames, and it's less than 2 frames of bees on the frame in the bottom box. It want to look like it's a young queen. They have no, like they replaced the whole queen. So I see some eggs, but I realized I had a little swarm around the apiary that was trying to find somewhere to start out. They're trying to find a little hollow cavity to start out building. So I know I want the population of bees from that swarm to help out this box. So there was over here the swarm. It was over here, and that piece of bamboo that you see there. So what I did, I went in this box, go through the box, pull out the old combs that they was tearing down, and wax moth was taking over some of those old combs on the sides. So I pull out them and leave only 2 frames in the bottom box that the bees is on with the queen. I leave those 2, but from me going in the box and pulling the frames, I kind of stir them up so they start to fan. The swarm that was over here now and the bamboo over there, they can smell the pheromone, the fanning pheromone. So I realized that they start to get jiggy in the cluster over there because they're desperate to find somewhere. So I know by the time I should finish inspecting this little nuke right here, I know that they was going to try to come over here to take over this hive, and I wanted that. So what I did to boost that, I put a sheet of newspaper on top of the bottom box. I didn't bore any holes in it as yet for them to the bees below to eat through to come up to the top box. I just hurry and put this box on top of a newspaper with one whole frame with drawn out comb in it, and I drop a drop of lemongrass oil at the entrance and 1 drop inside the box, and that was good enough for the bees to smell the lemongrass and they start flying off the cluster, the swarm. They just start scattering to the here, and then they end up over here. Some is entering down below and some is entering above where the lemongrass scent is. So it's a good thing for the beekeepers to have lemongrass oil with them to work around the apiary, because the lemongrass oil really help to lure in a swarm. From the swarm is desperate to find somewhere to start drying comb, and you have that lemongrass scent that you bait a box with. Once it's suitable for them, they're going to take to it. If they don't have any other choice, they will gladly take it. So that is what I did with the lemongrass oil. I don't see much fighting. I see few dead bees there, but for the most part they're not fighting like crazy, so eventually they will settle in. So that's what's taking place with this hive right now. So I hope they kind of recover and get the population of bees sorted out. They agree to combine with each other, and then they start working, and they will have to choose one of the queens, and they will choose the best queen, I think. So if the queen, the original queen in the bottom box, if she's not young and vigorous, they will pick up on that she's old, and if the queen that is in this swarm is better than her, they will accept that queen over the older queen. So let's just see how that turn out. So yeah, that's what's taking place in the apiary right now. This box here, I want to go in it. This box is moving a bit fast. They have frames up here. That is, I see they're starting to cap some honey up here, and they got brood as well. I pulled some brood from this hive already, just to kind of bring down back the population and give to some other hive that need help. So I take a queen excluder with me today. I think I'm going to go through. I might put in 2 sheets of foundation down here, inspect the top, shake them down, and put on the queen excluder above this first box, and then put back the box on top with the frames that is up here. Any brood up here will hatch out, and then they will continue backfilling this box with nectar as the honey season progress. So yeah, so that's the idea when you're using a single brood chamber. You should get the bees to come up in the top box. When they come up and start working, you add the queen excluder. If you add it before they reach up here, they're not going to take to this box so happily. You will have to force them. So it's either you're going to pull up 2 brood frame, open brood frame, that there is a must. They have to come up here to take care of that brood up here, and so they will work their way through the queen excluder. Once they do that, they will just start working up here. So you can add your rest of frames from there, foundation if you have it, and they will start drying out the frames up here with combs, and then start filling nectar, because the queen won't be able to come through the queen excluder to come up here. So that's the idea, how you use the queen excluder effectively. So hope you guys understand all that I just explained. So this is the first box is going to get a queen excluder. When I go through and inspect, I will decide if I'm going to pull any brood from it. The next point that I should touch on, I'm 9 minutes in the video already. Yes guys, so the next point I should touch on is that when you enter in a flow, You don't want the bees too strong entering the flow, because if your bees is too strong and they meet the flow, it's a possibility, strong possibility, that they're going to swarm just as the flow start out and they're getting that nectar like crazy. They will quickly fill out whatever empty space, start backfilling the queen space to lay, and then they will say, hey, we have to reduce the population in this hive. So they will start join queen cell to cast swarms to get back space. So you want as much honey you can get from them during the flow. So the idea is to have them, if you're running single brood chamber, to have them at least 10 to 12 frame of bees at the start of the flow. So you will have to know when your flow normally begin in your area, and then you get them to 10 to 12 frames. So 10 frame will be down here, and then 2 will be up here. So that 2 that will be up here is either they start drying combs up here before you put on the queen excluder, or you pull 2 brood frame, preferably brood frame that is not capped as yet, up here, and then you add 2 empty frames, checker them in down here, so you will end up with 12 frame. Bees will come up here to take care of the brood up here. So if you have your bees at that state at the beginning of a flow running single brood chamber, you should be good. As the flow start, you put on your queen excluder. They already take 2 up here because the brood they already started to build up here, so that's good. They will pass through the queen excluder. So the ideal spot that you want to have the bees is 10 to 12 frame. The other frames now, other frames that should be pulled out, they will do that during the flow and started to store honey up here. Then you can go ahead, if you're not ready to extract this box, add a third honey box, but you would put it below this box. You will bring up this box to the top and put it the new box just above the queen excluder. So they will finish capping off these frames and then start working on the new box, in the new box that you add. If you're running double brood chamber now, you want to have them at least maybe 15 to 18 frame of bees in your double brood chamber before the flow. If you have that population of bees, you're good. If you have less, it can still work, but you might not get as much honey because they will have to draw out a lot of combs to fill this second brood chamber and then start to work in the honey super, which would be the third box. So if you have them at 15 to 18 frame, that's good. If it's less, you're not going to get so much honey from them because they have a lot of work to do. So it's best to have the bees at a decent population before the flow, not too much and not too little, so right in between. That would be good, so they have space to work during the flow. So that's the next topic that I want to touch on. So hopefully you guys understand what I just explained, and it help you during the flow so you can monitor your hives and get as much honey from them. So thanks for watching the video, guys, Until next time, peace.